All right, everybody, here we are west of Riverside, east of Brandenburg, Project Zomboid Build 42. I'm exploring some new areas and trying to find a good base. The gameplay here has been solid. I've got quite a few zombies to deal with in this immediate area. We're going to go ahead and clear some out. Found myself a duffel bag early this time, so that was nice. I started in Riverside. Found this nice Ranger truck. It's got a fair amount of gear in it. And I was heading west along the river, kind of looking to see what I could find. And came across the general store, bait shop, fisherman lodge. And I want to say there's a home back here also. And I'm going to check them out and see if I can't set myself up with a short-term base while I kind of edge my way into Brandenburg for what's going to be another Brandenburg series is the plan. I might even just check out oh yeah, I got the double barrel shotgun. I forgot I got that. Nice. Got an M14. Got the standard JS 2000. Couple of books, empty gas can, fair amount of ammunition, and yeah, we're in pretty good shape. A second baseball bat. This was a pretty good. I started at the bar in Riverside, is where I spawned, and it was great. The double barrel shotgun and the bat were below the and some shotgun shells were below the counter. So that was a pretty cool start. Then I got the whiskey bottle, so I've got a Molotov I can make here eventually if I need to clear a crowd when I do get into Brandenburg, because it is a relatively good sized city. Let's go ahead and draw these four out and clear them, and then check out these two buildings before I go look for the house up here to the northwest. We'll get ourselves a nice little start. So I have not confirmed that infections don't mean an automatic end. In my gameplay experience in the past, I have never had a wound get actually infected and not turn me into a Zed. So I was told in the comments section of my last Irvington video that I could have survived. If that's true, that's news to me. It could just be from personal experience or confirmation bias or any number of reasons that I could have been wrong. I did claim in the comments that I doubted that person, but doubt is a very normal thing for humans. So don't take that personal if you were that person. Now, let's see if we've got any goodies worth getting from any of these people. Not really, but that's all right. Not everybody can always have fantastic loot. Okay, so that's nice. Now, I believe that van is probably going to be too damaged to actually take anywhere, but... Oh, and I didn't have it. That's not what I got a key to anyway. Well, if that guy's not going to turn around and look at me, I am not going to bother him. Well, those look too damaged, but I can eventually hopefully get that trailer off. Well, that'll be worth gathering up because I could attach that to my truck up here. Now let's go ahead and loot out the general store. I think I've got plenty of room in my bag. I do. You know what? It is going to be time to eat very soon. And that steak is not getting any less stale. So let's go ahead and polish it off. We'll head inside and kind of see what happens here. Good, the door was open. Mechanics too. Heck yeah, we'll take that. Oh, and we'll take those. Medical supplies are always a plus. You know what? We're leaving the soda. It's just, oh shit. There I go, fat finger and things. You know, in my my build 41 run on my previous rig, I actually had a Q rebound to comma so that I wouldn't ever hit it. And It felt super cheap, but at the same time, I rarely had the problems that I occasionally have these days. So might not have been the worst decision in the world to make. Now, let's see what we got in here. Anything interesting? I was really, really hoping for a crowbar. These bats break way too frequently for my liking. Although having two is pretty nice. Oh, now this is where I start getting into trouble because I'll just start cleaning house when it comes to the cans. And then it's like, oh, you're too heavy to walk. And I'm like, oh, right. Well, fuck. Ooh, elbow pads, huh? Might as well wear them. Never have gotten into farming, but I mean, might as well pick it up if they're gonna be right there, right? You never know. This might be the run where I survive long enough to want to farm. Oh, there's a home up here? Well, that's kind of nice. There's no way to get to a third floor, so I don't know how I could plumb this floor, although I guess I could probably plumb one of the sinks downstairs if there is a sink downstairs on an external wall. There probably is. Anyway, we'll come back here eventually. First, I want to check out some of the other buildings in the area. Nothing super interesting there or there. All right. Wow. Shoot. That was a nice little looting job there. Nice little pile of goodies I took. Was it worth checking out? I can't remember if I checked these back shelves or not. I did. All right, all right. So let's go ahead and give you guys a peek of the map so that we can know exactly what's going on here. So we started over here in Riverside. We cleared out a couple of different areas, a couple of different homes. We got some nice goodies. Got myself a nice little vehicle. Then I took some roads and then I did a little off-road and I was looking for the mansions, but I kind of bypassed them by an idiot mistake. And then I just ended up all the way down here at this little fishing spot. And I'm pretty sure this is the intersection down here where there's a gas station. And that is going to lead to, forgot to pause it. That's funny. Learned the pause hotkey just the other day and keep forgetting to use it. Anyway, pretty sure there's a gas station to the southwest of here too. And I'd like to make that kind of my forward operating post and then make this little cubby hole back here. Hopefully the top floor of that bait and tackle store is going to be my home. Now, there's a chance. There's a chance that I'm going to want to go somewhere else once I open up this little area here because depending on what this little bait store area looks like, actually that's a pretty cool building. That's a pretty cool building. Doesn't look like it's got a third story, but it could. How many are in here? One, two, three. That ain't no trouble. That ain't no trouble at all. Let's go ahead and just work our way up and then back down. Might as well see what this whole place has got to offer here. Now, this is quite minimalist, but... Oh, cripes! Huh. Boy, you would sure think I would start getting smarter than that eventually, but has not happened yet. Hasn't happened yet. All right, so this is a little too minimalist for my taste, although I could stack up boxes. But I think the better bet is going to be to gather what I need from here and kind of start moving stuff towards. Now, wait a minute. That angling magazine I need to be reading. I can read that bad boy real quick and get whatever I need and then drop it. Always gotta move stuff around on me in my inventory. Look for the green check. Oh, of course, it's not gonna be in my bag inventory. Come on, Tim. Get your shit together. All right, let's do this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna want fishing one for sure. I should probably read the hunter. I don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Am I getting sleepy? Okay, we can go back to that. Ooh, water purification tablets. Those sound useful. First aid kit from camping. Nice. I'm not gonna use it because I don't care. All right, so the bait and tackle store is not going to be where I live, and neither is Beef Roundup. So we're going to go ahead to the top floor of the general store down here and post up. In fact, let's go ahead and just get the truck and move it. It's a pretty sweet truck, don't you think? Kentucky State Trooper. I thought for sure I was going to crash it there and make it like completely unusable. Oh, good job, Tim. You completely fucked up that great truck. Yeah, it was pretty great, wasn't it? Now I'm sad. All right, let's not get anything else out of it yet. Let's go ahead. How many sheets do I have? At least one, right? No, no. All right. I know I got 6 in the truck, so let's go ahead and just get them. I'll encumber the heck out of myself. What do I care? Not going far. It's astonishing how heavy sheets are. And how easily amused I am by my own jokes. Now it helps that the hash butter infused peanut butter cookie is starting to kick in, but you know that's part of the joy of doing what I do for a living. And yes, whoever is always admonishing me for you have got to be kidding me. I was literally about to sheet up that window that dude was going to see me through. That dude. That rotting, shambling, animate corpse. It's all right, though. All right, now I can go. Sheet up that window. All right. Starting to feel safer already. Now, we got anything that I can put in here that needs to be cold? Or that wants to be cold? Wow, not really. Nice. Well, for now, let's put all my seed packets in one spot. And I know a lot of this stuff I just took off some of these racks, but, you know, whatever. Let's put all my books and medical supplies on this one. Will include fishing supplies. And that gardening trowel and those nails are going to go with the seed packets because that's about as close as I can get when it comes to those things. All right, so that and that. And then here on the end, how much can you hold? 20? How much do I still have? 7? Yep. You're going to get all the foodstuffs. All right, and it's only 6 p.m., so I don't want to go to bed yet. So I need to see. Let's see. I've got fishing 1 that I can read. So we're going to go upstairs and we're going to do a little reading until it's time for bed. And then we're going to move south-southwest. God, there's so much storage here. This is actually a pretty damn good spot to store. Pretty damn good spot to post up. I know it doesn't matter, but it still feels safer to have it closed. Let's go ahead and do a little resty poo and then read up on some fishing. Because eventually I'm going to get to one of these series where I'm actually surviving. Like past the first 2 weeks into the second month where you're actually having to survive. Okay, my guy is like dangerously hungry and I wasn't paying attention to it. That was kind of careless of me. Like very hungry, like starving hungry. All right. Now we can eat that beef patty and then we can go back and finish reading and then we can go to bed. Actually, you know what? No, it's 1 in the morning. Let's go ahead and go to bed now. And then we can wake up and finish reading. Then we can do some exploring after, of course, eating again because, gotta survive. Survival is part of the gig in this game. I'm not always great at it. So, where's that book? Let's wrap this shit up real quick, boys and girls. Oh, are you bored? Don't worry, we'll go kill some Zeds. That'll make you feel better. All right, so we're gonna put the wipes. Antibiotics can go in there for now. And so can the water purification. That's not important. So I got 2 bottles and I got alcohol wipes. So I'm gonna need a bandage. We'll grab a bandage from the medical supply section down here. I'm pretty sure I got 1. And a little bit of food. And then we're gonna go do a little killing. A little cleaning the house. So we'll take that granola bar. And that candy. Oh, painkillers. Those are worth. And there was a bandage. All right, cool, cool. That's about all I feel like I need. And the truck can stay there for now. Okay, so I am glad that happened when it happened. And I am extremely glad that there was another one in my truck. All right, now we're ready to go look for that gas station. And it should be right down this road, just a little tiny way. In fact, it might be right here. Oh, is this just the parking for the campground, whatever area? I can accept that. That's acceptable. I should check those vehicles for stuff, but you know what? It's time to be a little adventurous. Time to have some real fun. Speaking of adventures, I just got done watching Skeleton Crew. And I know there are those of you who are probably going to be like, oh, fuck, he still likes Star Wars. And yeah, I do. I unabashedly still like Star Wars. It's not all good. In fact, there have been quite a few television shows and movie sequences that I've not liked. But Skeleton Crew is one that I do like, did like now that it's over. It was very much as advertised, Goonies in space. And yeah, a lot of people called it a kids show. I would argue that it was a family show that was largely about kids, but it was extremely well done. Very minimally tied into any of the rest of Star Wars. And yeah, it was quite fucking enjoyable. So anyway, if you're looking for a TV recommend, now that it's over, you can binge it, and it is definitely worth watching. So, here we are, walking west. Let's check our map because it feels like. You know what? I don't know what it feels like. It feels like the gas station I was looking for is like way back the other direction. So, we're just gonna kind of keep jogging for now and see what we find this way. I've already made a fair amount of progress here. There's no sense in turning back. I'm gonna have to go back eventually because I've got a ton of stuff there. And to be honest, that is a pretty cool location to be posted up right there with all the fishing gear right on the river. One, two, three, four, five, six buildings. Yeah, that's a pretty solid spot to post up. Unless something just like very interesting. Oh, there's that sanitarium. There's that sanitarium somewhere around here. Do I want to? Maybe that'll be a maybe finding the sanitarium might be something for another episode, unless I just happen upon it right here. Um, I know there's somewhere on the map in between Brandenburg and Riverside there's a marked sanitarium, and it's a rather large looking complex. So I thought that that would be interesting and worth checking out at some point, but I haven't yet. I haven't yet, obviously, but you never know. These little uh these little unmarked roads have to lead somewhere eventually, right? I got two mailboxes there, so you would think there's some property somewhere. Okay, okay, what do we got going on here? A little couple of fenced in 2 stories. Nothing serious, but worth peeking at probably. Worth peeking at later on. Right now I'm wanting to keep exploring. Partly because Brandenburg is such a big city. And once you get inside it, it's oh man. Like you guys, well, some of you saw my quite long Brandenburg's Brandenburg series, and it was fun. It was fun. That cool hunting lodge way up into the northwest corner, the ferry boat that's parked on the river. Um, yeah, a couple of just really cool areas in Brandenburg. So maybe it's worth getting to again. I'm gonna have to find another vehicle at this point. I mean, I'm not gonna have to, but I have gone relatively far from my starting point. Although I did leave an enormous amount of stuff there, so it is going to be worth going back for. That's for 100% sure. So what I'd like to do this time around is find somewhere worth posting up, build a little bit, because I haven't done any crafting, at least, on the channel, not for any of you to see. And base up a little bit, like actually base up a little bit. So there doesn't appear to be anything worth stopping for there, except just your standard two-story home. So let's go ahead and bypass those Zeds and just keep on keeping on. Priorities right now are, well, hmm, I think the priorities are just finding somewhere a little bit closer to town that I feel comfortable with, that looks like it's worth posting up in. That's another very small home, and half the windows look busted out, which would just mean that it's empty, probably, which is, good, but also, I don't know. I like to defend the homes that are like tidy, if that makes any sense. Huh. Well, we walk a lonely road. I'm gonna head north, because I feel like I feel like that's gonna be heading into the start of the city. Now, I've been wrong a million times before, especially on this channel, but that's gonna be the assumption tonight. All right. So I'm not 100% wrong. Can't say I'm right either. Oh, really should have gone back for the truck. I really should have gone back for the truck, but that's all right. We got the classic, The Wanderer. Remember the oh god, the Fallout song from the well, that's not where it's from, but that's where most gamers know it from the initial Fallout 4 trailer, The Wanderer. That song, that was really good. They really played that up back when I was still very much a Bethesda fanboy. Not that I'm not. Like I'll still play almost everything they release, but I was not impressed by Starfield. Elder Scrolls Online doesn't do it for me. 76 didn't do it for me. Fallout 4 was fun. I mean, I platinumed it on PS4, I think, but including all the DLC, I went like all out with that game. But it wasn't my favorite. It was just, I don't know, I was just plugging away at it. It was one of those like sunk cost things. Like I dumped so much time into it that I was like, no, I'm getting this digital trophy to prove that I, put that much effort into it. Which yes, I know. So, but what can I say? I game on a lot of platforms and I collect a lot of digital accolades that I don't really care about, but they're amusing. And yeah, here we are. My Steam achievements are like negligible, but and Nintendo doesn't really have you know, anything particularly comparable. But and no one needs to know my gamer score because I stopped using the 360 ecosystem or the 360. I stopped using that ecosystem a long time ago. I am Tim Sedai, Sedai, on PlayStation Network, but I rarely play games online. And eventually, when multiplayer is patched fully into Build 42, I would like to potentially rent or get a server set up so that I can run games with people because I think that would be fun. Ooh, livestock trailer key. That is cool. All right, all right. Let's see what's in the old livestock trailer then, hmm? Hmm? Oh my God, I can go get my truck. Ah, that's so cool. And it's not that much storage space, but like it's something. It's still cool. I could put a generator in one of them and a jug of water in the other and drag it around behind my truck. It would be better if I had like a actual firm destination for said truck and trailer. But right now, actually, right here might be a good destination. I could put a second set of walls around it. There's a barbecue pit. Yeah, this isn't a long-term home, but it would be a good mid-term home. It'd be a good home for me to base out of while I loot the fuck out of Brandenburg. Pardon my language, but we're getting pretty far into the video. I don't think the algorithm cares what I say yet anyway. Come on. Okay. I always laugh when I do that backwards. Makes makes me smile. Alright, nothing useful, nothing useful. You know what? I need a way to mark up my map because I have not had a way to mark up my map this entire game. Okay, I swear there was a light switch. It's not the one I was looking for though. It's the one for this room. No, I was gonna say that can't be it. There it is. There it is. Alright, nothing useful, nothing useful. Interesting kitchen layout. Like, really interesting. I like it. Dining room in the front. Closet or basement? Closet. Eh. Fanny packs are fine and all. I just don't like min-max my characters enough to like care that much, I guess. Yeah, I know you're winded, buddy. It's okay. Now, let's see what we got going on upstairs, though. There could still be some cool stuff. One of those moving? I couldn't tell. Alright, so I do have a dual fanny pack scenario here that I could be getting. That's kind of cool. And I know it doesn't matter. I know. But it makes me feel better to have my curtain closed in the bedroom at the very least. At least in the room where I have oh, that's a different room entirely. Ooh, excellent. Tracking one for sure we'll get. Hmm. Like, come on, fireman's pants and jacket, hard hat. All right, wow. This is a pretty rad house. I kind of like it. Like it is absolutely going to do the trick for my short-term needs. Now, do, close off all the rooms that I don't give a fuck about. Yeah, I know, it's not necessary. I don't care. Makes me feel better. Close you off. You're closed off. You're the room that I'm going to sleep in, so that's cool. The rest are all closed off. Let's add a sheet to you. Again, I know it doesn't matter, but it makes me feel good. So there we go. Now we're closed off upstairs, feeling nice. That room, I'm just going to close the door so they can't see me. Those are already closed, so that's good. What's this magazine here? Are they going to be useful? Nope. Go ahead and add a sheet here, because that's important. And we'll close that curtain. All right, all right. Now, that room is good. That room we can close. And then it's just the kitchen. And I'm 2 sheets short. So you know what? We're going to go upstairs and say, budget, I know. I just said it makes me feel good, but not at the expense of real, true safety. Real, true safety is something that you can't put a price on, guys. I mean, shit's important. Peace of mind. So, what we're gonna do here, this is gonna be fun. All right, so we got one book to read. And we got some food. Not a lot of food, but some food. I didn't check those cabinets yet either. Might have more food. But we're gonna read again, and then we're gonna sleep again, and then we're gonna get our truck, and we're gonna come hook it up to this, and see where we stand from there. It's a fair hike back to get the truck, but it's not like overwhelming. Drink that cow's milk. All of it. Carbonated apple juice. Hell yeah, we'll take that. All right, well, that made me feel pretty good. So let's go upstairs, read that book as far into the night as we can, get some sleep, and then plan out getting our truck back. Because I'd like to go back and keep kind of moving our base along. I'd rather not like piecemeal it out and leave shit behind like I have in the past. I'm trying to be a better Zomboid player rather than just the screw off that y'all seem to think I am. I know you don't really. I'm just being silly. Oh. Nice. So the timing on that worked out really, really well. I mean, I know it's 2:30 in the morning. It'll be probably 3 in the afternoon before we get back to the truck. But we can get back here by dark tomorrow night. I think, in like gaming sense, in like the terms of like a video game talk. So let's make sure it's safe and then peek. Okay. So I am here. It's not that far. Straight down that road. Perfect. So I just went the hard way to get here. I'll aggressively kill the first Zed or two that I run across to alleviate my boredom. 2, 4, 5. Yeah. First Zed or 2 or 5. Ain't scared of no 5 Zeds. Oh, look at that. was a satisfying clump. I think there's still one that I need to kill too, but he doesn't seem to see me. I don't care. Yep, he just walked right off. Excuse me. Because of that, we're just gonna jog right past him. Right freaking past him. So see, this is nice. This is like that like fucking MacArthur's Island hopping in the Pacific Theater of World War II, where they're going from like, spot to spot, clearing it out, setting up shop, clearing it out again. And I know there were some like atrocities and stuff, but it's still history. And that's my game plan here. Hop from point to point, safe spot to safe spot, clearing as I go. So Brandenburg's a pretty cool town. It's got a lot to it. Once we start making our way into it, I think I'm gonna have a really difficult time with the crowds. But I am relatively stacked when it comes to my stats, and got some pretty decent weaponry, and I think I'm gonna be able to handle things. But we'll see. Oh boy, I have not jogged nearly as far as I thought I had. That's all right. We gonna get there. So I am definitely a crowbar over axe. I love the speed of the baseball bat though. Like it's just like the crowbar, only it feels like it's a hair faster. I could be wrong. It feels like it's a hair faster and it breaks like much faster, like twice as fast. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could find a crowbar somewhere, although I haven't really even been stopping and looking. I've just been like running from spot to spot that looks interesting. Now, maybe once I base up at this house over here, I can compare the exposed map I have to the map from when you start the game and see if I can find out how close I am to the sanitarium. And do I want to go run straight? No. No, let's stay on the road. Safer than getting mixed into the woods. Never know. I get cut by a tree and die of the plague. Or cut my foot and slow myself down enough that the Zeds all catch me. Some terrible combination of awful luck and carelessness, similar to how I'm like utterly wearing myself out. But situations like this, it's increasing my fitness and my running. I'm just, oh, cool. Deer, if you didn't notice. A bunch of wild deer. And if it got close enough for me to swing on it, I was gonna fucking swing on it. That was gonna be one dead deer. Alright, I'm winded. Gotta slow it down. Let's have some Nova Pops candy. And then a carton of OJ. How close am I to where I'm wanting to be? Very. So in this situation, or in this case, this case, I will. And I should really be doing it by the walk to method with the green squares, but because I know that'll like trick or force your character to path their way through safely. Or, as safely as possible. If it's, too congested with trees, I don't think they can. But if I go too hard northeast, I'm going to hit the river. Okay, yeah, I did just hit the river. That's all right. Because my vehicle is extremely close to here. Oh, and it's not even going to be close to late when we get back. This was, oh man, I nailed this. Super smooth. And I don't care if I get winded because I'm just going to sit in a car and drive back. Nice. This has been a fun start to the Brandenburg series. I'm excited about the potential here. Like quite excited about the potential here. I'm winded. I don't really want to fight. I'm super winded. I really don't want to fight. And it looks like I'm not gonna have to. He lived to fight another day. Right, so we are immediately going to fucking beeline back to that other house. Now, really? I know I have a pen. All right. It was up here, right? Yeah. So we got two. They're pretty close to each other. 4 in-game hours, give or take. A straight shot down this road though, so that's not bad. But this house up here I really kind of like. One, and it's a lot closer to Brandenburg. And Brandenburg is going to let me. Oh, there is a weapons store in Brandenburg. There are multiple supermarkets, multiple gas stations. Like this is Brandenburg is the real deal. Like it's gonna set me up. All right. So did I just pass the house that I like so much, or did I? No. Okay, that was a different house. Which is fine. Just fine. So there are a couple of pretty nice farmhouses in this area that I'm gonna be able to check out. That was it. Uh-uh. See how I'm no longer winded from my nice little car ride where I got to sit down and relax. Probably listen to some tunes. I've got the like whatever streamer safe option on. So, all right, now. Wait, there are animals in this trailer? Okay, no. But I can add a bunch of animals to that trailer. Interesting. How do I hook up the trailer? I thought for sure. I got the key to it and everything. Maybe I gotta be able to get a little huh. That's stupid. There's gotta be a way. You know what? I'll check it out I'll check it out when I'm not making myself look dumb for not knowing. Anyway, we made it. We made it back to the house. Let's check this map real quick. Do we want to drive around and check the immediate surrounding area, like this way and this way and this way? Yeah. Let's do one loop around the block and then call it a video. One loop around the block. Got plenty of gas still. I'd rather not run over. I was gonna say Zeds, but I'd rather not damage my vehicle. And yeah, that went from green to yellow real quick on the engine. Oh, there was that four-way stop. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now, we should have a turn north here pretty soon. Look at that adroit dodging and maneuvering. Okay, okay, so this is a double block then, that time. And that just goes straight into somebody's house. I should check it out. It might be nice. It is nice. It has a garage. Does it have like a water supply? Because that'd be cool. It does not, but that's alright. It was worth checking out. Like everything else, it was worth checking out. Very cool. The road circles around a little bit this way too. And then we can just go straight back. Huh. Right on. Right on. Getting a little feel for the neighborhood. Let's do one more this direction. And then head back to our temporary home. The main road. The big, bad main road. Now this will lead me to the gas station I was looking for initially. But I would rather not. Okay, I was going to say, hopefully there's a road that'll head north so I don't have to stress that as much. Because I'd rather not run into some gigantic situation with Zeds where I'm going to wear myself out super quick because I already know I'm going to wear myself out super quick. Okay, perfect though. That cleared up in a great little section there. I want to say the sanitarium's down in this region somewhere, but it's not worth checking quite yet. So we are going to pull all the way in. There was one inside the building looking for me. A dick. Sir, I claimed this house. I even had it all windowed up. Even had all the windows blocked. Like, what the shit? Like, what an asshole. Well, how? Was he just in the house? Well, where did he come from? You know what? I'm gonna assume he was on the outside of the building and I just couldn't see him because of the layout of, the way things were laid out. But yeah, very cool. I'm glad you guys could join me for the most recent Project Zomboid video. We are moving west from Riverside into Brandenburg, and I couldn't be more excited. It's going to be a cool time. Thanks for joining me. Take care.